Nah, it was brutal, dude. Like yesterday, it had been like the first day of school, like had my outfit picked out and everything. Had to stay at home. That sucks. Missed out playing with all my friends. But yeah, did not contract the virus. It took one luck at me, ran the other way. It was probably in its best interest. So here we are. We're back on Tuesday, ready to roll. Excited to go play some football.
Only Gardner Minshew could come up with something like that and get away with it. The virus took a look at it and ran away. I'd love to know what his outfit was selected for the first day of school. Probably that same shirt, probably jorts cut off above the pockets with the pockets hanging under the frayed material. But that's Gardner Minshew and getting ready for his first season as the wire-to-wire starting quarterback. He got thrust into the fray week one last year against the Chiefs when Nick Foles broke a collarbone fairly early in that week one loss to Kansas City. And this was supposed to be the opportunity for Minshew, all through the offseason to get properly ensconced. He has to do it on a more compressed basis now that they're finally getting close to the practice field. What do we think? Just what's your expectation for Minshew this year?
Like potential. He's one of the guys I'm very excited to see play this year in the NFL. I mean, he certainly opened my eyes a number of times last year. First off, just what you see in what we just saw right there. He has a charisma and a way about him where you could see why fans gravitate towards him, players gravitate towards him, why the organization goes, hey, we want to give this guy a chance. He's got some moxie. He does. He's got guts. He's got some playmaking ability too. He is one of those guys that we talked about so much during my quarterback rankings that he can make a play when the offense does not deliver somebody open or an easy completion or something like that. And that does excite me about him. Now, I can't necessarily sit here and say I know the player yet. I'd like to see a little bit more of him, but I do think there is, potential for this guy to be something and solidify himself as the starting quarterback in Jacksonville, but I'm just not totally sold on it yet. I saw some that makes me excited. I'm just, I need to see a little more evidence, I guess is what I would say.
Well, based on what we know now, let's do a little speed round here. Would you rather bank on the next 3 years of Gardner Minshew or the next 3 years of, and we're going to take them one at a time, but let's do it quickly, Minshew for 3 years or Jared Goff for 3 years?
I got to still go with Jared Goff right here. I do. Again, like I said, I just don't know about Gardner Minshew. And yes, Jared Goff has flaws.
I know about Goff.
Yeah, I know you know about Goff, but I still think what we know about Goff right now, I'm still going to say is better than Gardner Minshew. So from that standpoint, I'm going to take Goff still.
I'd roll the dice with Minshew because
I hear you.
Right now neither one's going to win me a Super Bowl. I'll take my chances with Minshew. Mitchell Trubisky or Gardner Minshew.
I'm taking Gardner Minshew. I am. This is just a guy that's more natural at the position, understands how to play quarterback, everything about it there. I get it. I'm off the Mitchell Trubisky bandwagon. I saw enough last year. I tried to stick up for him for the first few years. Yeah, I'm going Gardner
Speed
here.
round.
Yeah, sorry.
Speed round.
Gardner.
Trubisky took a team to the playoffs. I want to see what he does in an offense that fits his talents. It's a closer one for me, actually, but I'll go Minshew. Sam Darnold.
I'm going Sam Darnold. I'm not giving up on Sam Darnold. I mean, I think Sam Darnold has talent. He's a franchise quarterback. Needs some help around him. What are you doing?
Sam Darnold sees ghosts. The ghosts would run away from Gardner Minshew. I'll take Minshew. Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, wow. Man, this is a tough one here. I'll take Gardner Minshew here. I will. And again, it's hard to say because I just don't know if we've seen enough about Gardner Minshew, but I'm way more excited about his top end than like what you've said already. We know what Teddy Bridgewater is. Maybe he can change as a player this year, but Teddy's a game manager and a check down Charlie, and that always bothers me.
I want a guy that I feel like is going to take me to a Super Bowl and win it, and I don't know whether or not Minshew is that guy. Most of these other guys I kind of know that they aren't. All due respect, they aren't that guy. Last one, speaking of that guy, Derek Carr.
I'm going Derek Carr. I'm going in on Derek Carr this year. I think he's gonna.
You just don't want to get blocked on Twitter.
I don't give a damn about Twitter anyways. But I do. Listen. I think Derek Carr's underrated. I think he's shown he can deal with Gruden, and maybe he's got some talent around him to shut all of us up this year. Now we'll see.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.